Good afternoon. My name is Chris Stewart. My wife and I are the owners of Texas Municipal Equipment, located in Fort Worth, Texas. We're here today to show you the Stewart Amos Street Sweeper, the Starfire S4C. Mechanical broom sweeper. It's a great non-CDL sweeper, so you can put anybody behind the cab, in the cab of the sweeper to drive this machine around. This is a mechanical broom sweeper with a main broom on the back, gutter brooms on both sides, has a 4-yard hopper. It picks up 11 foot high and it dumps into a dump truck or roll-off. Great sweeper for your fleet and your city. The Stewart Amos Starfire S4C comes on a Isuzu chassis, cab over, 19,500 GVW. You see the cab over chassis here. Gives you very great maneuverability getting around corners. And we've got great camera systems on these sweepers. You don't need the additional cost of a second steering wheel on the passenger side over there. The Starfire S4C comes standard with the Kubota 59 horsepower turbo diesel engine and special customized 40-gallon fuel tank here, which fuels both the chassis and the sweeper. The Starfire S4C has a side door for putting in large debris like your road gators, large pieces of debris on the streets, boards, branches, lumber, whatever's out there that you don't want to try to pick up. The Starfire S4C has an elevator system, has 3 bearings on it. All the competition in the industry has an upper and a lower bearing. The Stewart Amos Sweeper has a middle 3rd idler bearing here, which takes the slack out of the chain. So we run a very loose chain, which really extends the life of the hours on this chain. We have on this particular sweeper, we have our 7-point automatic lube system. We have an upper bearing, a middle bearing, and a lower bearing. That's 3 bearings on each side. And there's a 7th bearing back here on the main broom, right back over here. Those are daily maintenance points. We got to make it easy for the guys to maintain. So we have an automatic lube system. The lube core system right here automatically lubes all your daily grease points for you. The Stewart Amos S4C has a 58-inch wide main gutter broom here at the back of the sweeper. We've got a rubber flap that goes over it. And underneath here, this is an option, but it's a leaf channeler. What that leaf channeler does, if you've used a mechanical broom sweeper before, or if you have not, they tend to carry leaves over, especially in leaf season, they trail leaves behind the sweeper. What happens is the sweeper creates an air vortex that picks up the leaves and carries it out. Well, this leaf channeler covers that broom so it goes back up into the hopper instead of going out the back end of the sweeper. All the Stewart Amos sweepers have a system to protect your hydraulic motors. Again, if you've used a sweeper before, you've probably gotten a rope, wire, something wrapped around the broom, which causes a lot of tension on the brooms when they're trying to turn. It slows them down, tension builds up, and they blow the seals here in the hydraulic motors. Stewart Amos got tired of replacing hydraulic motors, and they came up with this dump valve, basically is what it is. And so when the pressure builds up, the hydraulic fluid, instead of blowing the seals on the hydraulic motor, it dumps it back into the hydraulic tank. We have a weatherproof box here for our electrical switches. All of our relays are all inside this box here, keeps them all safe and dry. A hydraulic valve bank placed up out of the way, easy to maintain for the guys to work on them. They have detents in the bottom inside on the valves, so if you're need to diagnose a problem with a valve, you push a pointed screwdriver inside to activate the valve. Pressure gauges are standard on all the machines, so the mechanic doesn't have to have 2 people to work on it. He can operate a lot of it right here by himself. And real importantly, up here on top is the cooling fan. When the key is turned on for the sweeper, the cooling fan automatically comes on. It runs the whole time that the sweeper is running. Notice how it's located up and out of the way, away from all the dust of the sweeping. It's up out of the way so it stays clean and keeps the hydraulic system nice and cool. Stewart Amos uses a great camera system. It's very important with a single steer operating sweeper that you have a great system. When the driver's sitting in the driver's seat on the left side of the sweeper, he doesn't have to sit on the right side and keep turning his head down and taking his eyes off the road. His eyes are always forward, looking at the road ahead. Anything that's coming down the road, anything he has to look for to avoid hitting with the sweeper. We use a camera right here on the right front bumper that shoots right down in line with the sweeper, with the curb, and he can watch the broom come right up to the gutter and get a great sweeping path.